All right, here we go. Framing, LIB 400. So we're now at frame out flaws, or frame out flaws, frame out walls on the main level. Okay, we just finished with the floor. Here's a couple of your cheats, by the way, with floor. Also, just a quick notation. You can review it again, but the labor is 4 days, 3 guys, 96 hours. 96 hours, basically 2,500. Shoot and shim entire stem wall. All your cheats are here. We do 180 lineal feet, 1 hour per 100 lineal feet, so it's 2 hours. This is all based on a 3-man crew. Cut sill board. So this is all there for you. I didn't finish your last one, but it's all in here. Exactly what it takes and what our cheats are. Here's the cheats again in bold. Okay. Now we're going to start on framing the walls, just the exterior walls on the main level. So the first thing we have to do is figure out the linear footage. Okay. So here we go. 28 linear feet this way. We have 25 linear feet this way. Or I'm sorry, 21 linear feet this way. It goes out here, but we won't worry about that right now. That will also be a 2x6 wall. No, let's just plug it all in. So exterior walls. So we have 25, 25, and 21. Okay, that is 71 feet. So I just add it all up and I just keep going. 71 plus 28 across the front. That's 99 feet. This 22 feet isn't going to work because it has 2 garage doors. So let's leave that for now, the big openings. Then let's go back here. So this is another 22 feet, right? This is, you lost me. I screwed up already. So usually it's good to do all your outline. Be careful of screwing up like I did. Make sure and mark your walls and know which ones you're doing. I actually use a magic erase or a dry erase marker on my computer screen, or I draw it out and then mark off the walls I've added up. 245 linear feet. Okay, so here we go. We have 245 linear feet plus garage doors. Okay, so the garage doors, let's go back. Boom. Just you have 8 and 8. I'm going to take out those 8 and 8 because there's a big pack. But we'll just do 22 feet because there is a big pack. And what I mean by a big pack is you have multiple trimmers on both sides and a couple king studs usually on both sides. So there's a lot of timber in here, and then there's 2 micro lambs across the top. So 2 micros to set on each side and 22 feet across. So I'm going to do that as a separate. It makes easy. So I'm going to do this. 22 linear LF, garage doors, and I wrote it out in its entirety right here to help you out. But the 22 LF is lineal feet, garage with 2 doors, 4 micro lambs, and that's going to be 2 10-footers per, so 40 linear feet of micro. Okay, set. So those are each going to take at least an hour. So I'm going to do 2 hours for the micro lambs. The wall, garage, door, wall, take 2 hours to build. Besides the headers. Okay. So there. Now 245 lineal feet. Okay. It's basically pays $5 a lineal foot. So let's just do this for just straight framing. So 245 times 5 equals, so 1,225. Okay. Plus openings. So let's see how many openings we have. We have the front door, 1 here, right? We have another door here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And we're actually going to have an opening here because we're moving this stuff over to the back. So 7. We're going to call it 7 openings And then that's 7 openings. 7 openings plus windows. So I'm going to do, so what I do is I have the doors plus 7 doors. And how many windows? How many windows? So let's count them up. 1 window, 2 window, 3 window, 4 window, 5 window, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 windows. 10 windows. Okay. So we'll do 10 windows, and you'll see why I do this. Windows. 10. Not 19. 10. Okay. So doors are an extra 25. It's at $25 for 25 per. And windows are 35 per. 30 per, I'm sorry. 30 per. So what you have here is $300. So 250. Okay, and 10 windows at 30 bucks is $300. Now, so how that worked, 245 linear feet at $5 a lineal foot. Plus garage doors. I can take that out now because you know exactly what's going on. Okay, because here's the garage with 2 doors. So what happens here is this is the straight frame, 1,225 buckaroonies. The doors are different because you need to put a trimmer on each side, a king stud on each side, and you need to do a header, a 2x12, 7 doors, and you do a 2x12 header. So that's why it's a little more expensive. You have a lot more work for each one of those openings. Now it's $30 for the windows because you have the headers, 10 windows with 2x12 header, and cripples and sill. It's a lot of ands, I know. But you have a header up above, and then you have a sill, you know, where you kind of rest your arms. So you have to build that up. You have to put a sill plate and then run cripples below. Then you have a header up top and sometimes cripples up there. So it's a lot more extra work in that case, right? Okay. So that is framing out walls on the main level. So that's what we need for time. Now let's get busy with, so we're just going to do 2 hours here. Let's go. Oh, and by the way, that's 2 hours for a 3-man crew. This is all 3-man crews. So that's 150, and this is 150. All this is 3-man crew. That is the only way to roll when you're doing framing, 3-man crew. So now we need to get into the materials piece. Okay, so we have the garage door. We finished that. Now we have exterior sheeting. Exterior sheeting. You have to, gosh, I hate it when it does that. You have to sheet the walls after you stand and plumb them. So stand, plumb, and stand, plumb, exterior sheeting. So you exterior sheet most of it. Some walls you got to leave off the exterior sheeting if it gets too heavy. So just a warning. Usually do your corners each end. Then you stand the wall and then finish sheeting it standing in place. Because if you put all your sheeting on, it ends up being extremely heavy and 3 guys can't lift the wall. Okay? So the exterior sheeting, I came up with 80 sheets. It's 15 minutes per sheet, so that's 20 hours. Now you say, Todd, how'd you come up with that many sheets? Well, it's 245 lineal feet, right? At $5 it's 245 lineal feet. So that's 245 studs. We just put one, even though it's 1 foot or every 16 inches on center, we add a little extra in there just in case because you need extra. So whatever linear footage it is, I've just always been trained that's how many studs you have. So we're 2x6 by 10 foot studs. We have taller studs. That's 1470. Now 245 though times 10 foot is 2,450 divided by 32 square feet per sheet, and you come up with basically 70 sheets. So we put 80 sheets on there because you always want to round up. At least 10% more because a miscut or whatever it is. So 10 to 20% more material than you need. We don't like to be wasteful, so no more than 15 or 20%, but no less than 10. We need 72 16-foot sill and plate. These are all 2x6, by the way. 2x6 sill and plate. That's your bottom and top of your wall. These are your studs. They go vertically. These go horizontally. So since we have 245 lineal feet, we need to basically have three, a bottom, a sill piece, and then two top plates. So we need to run 245 times 3, which is right around 720 or so, 750 linear feet. So I just did 72 16-footers, so we'd have a little extra. So we need some for bracing too. We need another thing of 16D nails, a box of 16Ds. Sheeting, 7/16 OSB, we came up with 80 sheets, right? So at $10 a sheet, that's $800. And then, of course, ring shanks for shooting on that 7/16 OSB onto the wall we have for $55. So that right there, my friends, is framing. And what that will do is it'll end up framing out the entire perimeter, all these exterior walls, all the way around. And then, of course, providing the openings, right? The micro lamps here. Ooh, we almost forgot something. We need 2x12 for headers. Okay, so remember here we had 7 doors and 10 windows. So we're going to say 17 headers. Okay, so that's 17 12-footers. 17 12-foot 2x12. That'll do it. Now 2x12s are right around, a 12-foot 2x12 is probably going to run us right around 15 bucks. So at $15 equals 17 times 15 is $255. Okay, so that wraps it up, guys. I hope that makes sense, and we'll see you on the next one where we'll be doing interior walls. Now, just to let you know, though, this was framing out just one level. If you have multiple levels, obviously you have multiple exterior walls. I like to separate them. So then I frame out the exterior walls, then I go to the second level, so on and so forth. This one has a second level punched out here, but this set of plans is actually only a single story. So that's how we go. We'll see you on the next one.